Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are here with the first empties for the year. I'm doing my quarter 1 empties. I have them all in this bag right here. It is completely full, as you can see. I have quite a few products to talk about, but I'm very excited. This year I'm also in this video incorporating all of the makeup purchases that I made this year. Someone asked me if I can show you what I bought in the year, so I thought it would be a perfect opportunity to show you my empties and my purchases. Of course, with empties I show you any beauty products, but when it comes to purchases I'm only going to cover makeup just because I feel like that's the most fun. But if you want to change that for future quarters, let me know. But I'm excited, and I think I'm going to jump straight into it because I'm expecting this video to be quite long because again we have quite a few empties as well as the purchases. So before I jump into the first empty, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in the family. Let's jump into the video. So I do have all of the products right here. Since it's so full, I'm just going to pick out whatever's on top and talk you through it. If I can, I'll try to stick with categories. I think I'm going to save my makeup empties for last. First up, we have a shampoo. This is the Head & Shoulders Citrus Fresh shampoo. I love Head & Shoulders. It's perfect. I feel like it's the perfect amount of clarifying for me. So it cleans my hair really well, but it doesn't leave it too dry. So love this. Don't really use it for the dandruff aspect of it. I just use it because I feel like it's the best at cleaning my hair. So that is the first empty. Really do like it. I do have a new one of these. I bought the apple scent because I love the apple scent the most, and I bought it in like a big pump bottle, so that's gonna hopefully last us quite a while. Also for hair we have this here, which is the Macadamia Natural Oil Deep Repair Mask. I bought this one in TK Maxx. I actually got it for 17 quid, which is pretty good. It says the original price is 43. I remember back in the day this was super hyped, but yeah, I really like it. It's not like anything too amazing. I mean, it's really good, but I don't feel like it's the best hair mask ever. But if I saw it again at a discount, I'd definitely pick it up. But I'm currently trying to work my way through my different deep conditioning masks. Oh, I just remember as well, it's still in my shower because I'm using it as like a rinse cup for my hair. I also finished the Garnier hair food mask. I think it was the banana scent. I'm pretty sure that's my go-to one anyway. I did finish one of those as well. I just don't have it with me, but I've finished that one up so many times. I can try to insert a picture what it looks like. But again, I use that as a rinse cup when I do like a purple toner on my hair. So that's why I don't have it. I forgot to bring it over, but that is finished as well. Okay, so we do have something else in here next. We have this one, which is just pure acetone. This is what I use to remove my nail polish. I actually don't have my nails painted right now. I'm going to paint them today, but didn't have time to do it before filming. But this is just acetone. I refill it into like a pump bottle. And yeah, this one is completely empty now, so I need to actually buy a new one very soon. I can see another hair product in here, which is also a very reoccurring product in these videos, and that is my Batiste Dry Shampoo. This is just the original scent. I buy this, I buy the original scent quite a lot. I buy the one with the pink flowers on it, or the tropical one. I feel like those are my go-to ones. But yeah, I rotate through these quite often and they're really good. It's the best dry shampoo that I tried, especially for the price. So I will continue buying these. Really do recommend them. Another product that I definitely need to repurchase that I really love for my hair, but I'm out now of course because I finished this one. I do have a travel size of this one, which I guess I could use and then refill that if I ever need it. But I do need to repurchase this because I do think it makes a good difference on my hair. And that is the Color Wow Dream Coat. You apply this one, I think it lasts a couple of washes, but you apply it after washing your hair. You don't put any other products in, and then you heat style it, so you should blow dry it. And I feel like it doesn't really tame my frizz. It makes my hair really silky smooth. I do love it a lot. I'm actually overdue for one now, but yeah, this one is of course empty, so I need to buy it again. And I would again 100% do that because I do think this is actually one of those products that does make a difference to your hair. I'm not sure if I have any more hair products in there. I can't see anything right now, so let's move on to bath products next because I do have 3 in here. I've been taking a lot of baths since being pregnant. It's just very relaxing. It helps with like my restless legs, stuff like that. So yeah, I go through my bath products quite a lot. But first up we have this product, which is from Rituals. This is the Ritual of Jing. It says relax, go with the flow bath foam, and it smells quite nice. It says sacred lotus and jujube. Yeah, it's nice. It's very kind of typical Ritual, very fresh. very kind of bath-like. But yeah, I got this one as a gift from my partner's mom. She gave me this for my birthday, I believe it was. And I actually have another one of these. It came in a kit with 2 of these, or she bought 2 of these, and then a hand cream with some other stuff. But yeah, I do have another one of these on the go. Do like it. It creates lots of bubbles and it's quite relaxing whenever I use it. Another gift that I have, which is also like a bath, like kind of bubble thing product, is this one right here. This is the Lovelies and Harding jojoba, vanilla and almond oil luxury cream bath bubbles. So another bubble bath type of product. This one my partner got for me. As soon as he found out I was pregnant, he got this one so I could have relaxing baths. It smells really nice. I do love vanilla scents. I do love almond butter scents or almond oil scents. And jojoba, I don't really feel like I have a scent. It's just moisturizing, but I love the scent of this one. I think it's quite affordable too, so I will probably pick it up again. But I do have some other bath products that I'm going through at the moment. And then third on the list, which is another staple for me when I have baths now, is this right here. This is the Westlab Epsom bath salts. Like I used to add this to any bath I have. I currently have another one on the go. And it's really good again for my restless legs and things like that. So I do definitely always add these 2 to my baths right now, just because I do feel like it's helping out my body with the extra weight and stuff that I'm gaining. So yeah, this one is empty and it's nothing special. It's just one that I can get in Boots, but I do feel like it works really well. So next up we have a couple skincare products. First up is a makeup cleanser. This is the All Clean Balm from Hamish. I absolutely love this cleansing balm. I feel like it works really well. It comes in like this beautiful kind of tub. You can open it like this, but then it also does have like one of those pop-up lids like that. You can always take the stopper out, but works really nicely. Does come with a little spatula, and I feel like it takes my waterproof mascara off, and it's also not too expensive if I remember correctly. So next time I order from Jestyle, which is usually where I pick up my Korean skincare, I will 100% pick this one up again. I will probably stock up a little bit because it is again one of my favorite cleansers. Quite a bougie skincare product that I have in my Empties. I actually got this one as a free gift for purchase, which is why I have it. Is this here, which is the Augustinus Bader the Rich Cream. This was like, it's just a deluxe size 15 mils, but I did actually cut open the bag that's in here and used everything up. But yeah, this one actually is a really nice moisturizer. It's very rich, like the name would suggest, but it's not too heavy. And yeah, really beautiful product. However, I think this small 15 mil size is ridiculous. I think it's like up to like £100. No quote me on that, but it is ridiculously expensive. So I would never purchase this on my own. But I do actually have another one that I'm currently reaching for. I don't reach for it every day now because we're out of winter, so I don't feel like I need it as much. But I'm quite close to finishing that one too. And this kind of 15 mil only lasts me for about a month or a month and a half maybe if I reach for it every day. So it's not worth the money for me because I feel like there's other moisturizers that you can use and get a similar effect, but this one is a bit more luxurious and I can tell the formula is really nice, but it's just, yeah, it's not worth the money. But if I ever got this one as a free gift for purchase, which is where I got these 2, I would 100% use it and I would really enjoy my time with it. I have this here, which is the Holy Frog Galili antioxidant dewdrops, which is a serum. I got again this one in, I think, an advent calendar for a gift of purchase, something like that, and I really liked it. It was a nice kind of serum. It has CoQ10 and hyaluronic acid, so it's quite a like moisturizing serum, and I did like it. It worked really well for me in winter. When I was like mega pregnant, I've been quite tired in the evening, so I just want a simple skincare routine. And for a while, this right here, I cleanse my skin, I apply this, and then that kind of moisturizer cream that I showed you, and that was like all I did, plus an eye cream. And I feel like it worked really well. It kept my skin clear, it kept hydrated, so I did really like those products. But I probably wouldn't repurchase this one again. Maybe if it was affordable, I have to check up, like I have to look into the price because I don't actually know how much this one is. But it's a good product, but I do have loads of other serums that I need to get through, and I probably have other ones that I prefer. I have a sun cream next. This here is the Madagascar Centella Hyla Sika Water Fit Sun Cream. Sunscreen from, what's the brand? I cut this one open, it's Skin 1004. So I cut it open, as you can see, and I scraped out every single thing that was in here. and it is completely empty. It's a really nice sun cream. I'm actually wearing this one today because I have another one of these that I'm using at the moment. Really like it. It sinks into skin very nicely. It hydrates. It doesn't sting my eyes, anything like that. And I feel like Korean skincare, especially sunscreens, are very much superior. So yeah, continue buying these. I do have a couple that I rotate through, but I would definitely buy this specific one again. So we have 3 more products before we go into makeup empties, and the next one is this here, which is the Glow Recipe Plum Hyaluronic Cream Moisturizer. I finished this one up very early in the year. It was a moisturizer that I tried to get through and I didn't really like it. I know this one is refillable, so you can take out like that insert and just buy the refill, so I might keep the packaging if I ever want to buy this one again. I haven't quite decided yet, but yeah, it was a nice moisturizer. It was a little bit more gel texture, but I still feel like it was moisturizing enough to reach for it in like autumn, winter. But it probably wasn't like my favorite for that time of year. I probably prefer to reach for this one more in summertime. Then we do have this right here, which is my Wild Deodorant Refill. I think I must have gone through more of these, but this is the only one I have in here. The scent that I currently am using, which I actually am just about to finish another one of these, is the Vanilla Bean and Buttercream, which I love. It smells like a cake. It smells so beautiful, like sweet but not too sweet, and just yummy. I really love this one. It was the limited edition scent though, which Wild has a lot of limited edition scents, but I do believe I have one more of these in my backup, so I might use that one now again, or I might try a bit more of a summery scent. We'll see, but really do enjoy the scent, and Wild is the best deodorant that I've tried. It's also very good for you, or like, I guess it doesn't have toxins and stuff like that. But yeah, definitely recommend Wild if you haven't tried it. It's also very good for the environment. So if you're not on the Wild bandwagon yet, I would 100% try it out. And then we have the last product before makeup empties, and that is a hand cream. This is from L'Occitane. This is just the regular standard like hand cream, like I think the original scent. I really love these. I have loads of these mini ones that I got in different like free gift purchases and gift sets and stuff like that, and I really love them. It's some of the best hand creams that I have, so yeah, I'm happy that I went through this one. I've been trying to use hand creams more because my hands have been very dry, or my skin in general has been very dry over the last couple of months. Alright, so we do have makeup empties next, and first up for them we have this product, which is the Heimish Artless Glow Base, and it's an SPF as well, but I use this one more as a primer. Of course, I used enough for it to be still an SPF, but I really love this one. This one was something that I panned in my yellow product pan, my rolling product pan, and it was really, really beautiful to reach for. It was very nice on the makeup. It gave a nice glow, but it also sunk into the skin really well. It wasn't greasy at all, and I would again 100% recommend this one, and I would definitely buy it again. Next time I order from Yes Style, I would definitely pick up at least one of these, if not more, because I think it's super, super good, especially for the price. We do have some more base products. Next up is my Kosas concealer. This is really raved about. I think it's called the Revealer Concealer, right? And I had mine in the shade 01N, and this one is super raved about. I do think it's a nice formula. However, for me, I don't love it because I feel like it's a little bit, like it's not quite enough coverage for me. It's just, yeah, I feel like I didn't love my makeup whenever I used this one. It also creased on me, so I had to set it quite a lot. And I just feel like I just want a little bit more coverage underneath my eyes than what this one gave. So even though it was a nice formula and it's quite hydrating, it just isn't my perfect concealer, and I would probably not repurchase this one again. But if you want something like the coverage and you have quite dry skin, I do recommend this one. I think in that kind of setting, it does work really nicely. I also have an absolute holy grail product in my empties, and that is this here, which is the Huda Beauty Easy Bake setting powder, loose baking setting powder in the shade Pound Cake. This is a really beautiful powder. I did cut out the insert and get everything out in here, but I already repurchased this one, and it's going to be on the purchases, which I'm going to show you later. But I absolutely love this product. This, by the way, is the old packaging. They have since changed it, and again, you'll see that in a second. But it's the best setting powder by far if you want a loose powder and you want something that's very smoothing. I absolutely love this one. I'm actually not wearing it today, and I can tell I'm getting a bit greasy. I'm wearing the Hourglass one today, just because I feel like I'm saving this sometimes for when I, go out and want my glass all day, and when I want it to look really smooth. I'm trying to get through like a mini size of the Hourglass one, which is what I use a lot for filming, or if I'm just gonna wear my makeup at home, stuff like that. But super, super good powder, and again, I have already repurchased. The last 4 base products that we have is this here, which is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray, which was just a setting spray. I do like this one, but it's definitely not a favorite. I got this one kind of like for free. It was in a set with the Hydro Grip primer, and buying that one I think was only £2 more than buying the primer on its own. So of course I decided to pick it up because I can try the setting spray too. And yeah, it's okay, but it's definitely not a favorite, so I wouldn't repurchase this one unless again I got it for free or in a kit like I did with the specific one. We have 3 more products to go when it comes to makeup empties, and we do have all the purchases to talk about. First up is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Matte Bronzer, and this one was in the shade Light Medium. I did finish this one up quite early in the year. I worked on it majority of last year, but I didn't finish up until early this year. But this one was a nice bronzer. I don't think it was like anything too out there and like amazing, but I did really enjoy my time with this. It was a good shade for me. It wasn't too dark, it wasn't too light, so I did enjoy it, but I probably wouldn't repurchase because there's other bronzer formulas that I would want to try next. Then we have 1 lip product and 1 eyeshadow empty. Actually I do have more eyeshadow empties, but they're in palettes, so I'm not going to show you them here. If you want to see what else I finished eyeshadow way, you can check out all of the pans I hit and all the eyeshadows I finished in Q1, but these are like completely empty products. So first up we have a lip product, like I said. This here is the Charlotte Tilbury Lucky Diamonds lipstick. I think it was from the Pillow Talk Diamond range, which has been discontinued, but it was this bronzy kind of very shimmery type of lipstick. It was nice, but definitely nothing that I would repurchase. I got some from TK Maxx as well, very discounted, which is kind of one of the reasons why I picked it up. But it was nice, it was a good color, but a bit too metallic for me, so that's why I wouldn't purchase it, but it was a good formula. Then for the eyeshadow empty that we'll have to talk about today, and the last of the empties, is this one right here, which is from Burberry. This is the sheer eyeshadow in the shade Rosewood, which I was able to finish in my yellow product pan. This took me absolutely forever to finish. If you know, you know. If you watched my yellow product pan last year as well as this year, you know that this one took forever. I believe this one took more than 400 uses to finish, which is incredible, and that is just from tracked usage from the last 2 years. I already had pan on it before that, so you know it was definitely more than 400 uses, but very, very happy that this one is done, and it is the last empty of the list, and it's something to definitely celebrate to finish up the empties list with. Alright, so we have the next section to go through, which is all of the products that I purchased in the last 3 months, and we have a couple from each month, so we're going to go through them in order, and we're starting off with January. And in January I did 2 different purchases, and I picked up 3 products in each time. Actually I picked up 2 and then 1 gift repurchase for each round. The first one was focused on Fenty, and I picked up 2 products from Fenty, got 1 for free, and the 2 products that I picked up was this here first, which is the Fenty what is it called, Soft Lit Naturally Luminous Longwear Foundation in the shade 130. This one I picked up for my foundation first impression. I did a week of first impressions. I tried 5 new foundations, and you're gonna see some more of them later, but this is one of the ones I tried them. I do like this one. I liked all foundations that I tried in that video, to be honest, but if you want to hear some of my more thoughts on this one and also how I liked it, check out that video, which went up I believe beginning of, was it in March? Yeah, it went up in March at some point, so check it out. But I did like this one, and that is the first product that I picked up. Then the second product that I picked up in that round was this here, which is another complexion product. This is the concealer. It's the We Are Even Hydrating Longwear Concealer, and I picked mine up in the shade 120N. It's a little bit lighter than the foundation, and I absolutely love this concealer. It has been my absolute go-to, and it's definitely the favorite concealer that I probably, maybe not ever, you'll probably ever tried. It doesn't crease under my eyes, it gives enough coverage, and I just really love it. It does work on my face as well, and I'm really, really happy that I discovered this one. So super good if you have dry under eyes but also want a lot of coverage, you want something that doesn't crease, would definitely recommend this one. I absolutely think it's amazing, so I don't really have anything bad to say about this one. I'm using it again on the daily, and I would 100% like pick this up again as soon as it runs out. And then for the free gift to purchase, I got this one right here, which is one of the gloss bombs. This is in the shade Fenty Glow, which is a classic, and this is just a deluxe size. So this is how it looks, but you can see it right there. And I actually haven't used this one at all. It's still in the packaging, but it's a beautiful color, and I love this formula already. I know I do, but I've just been focusing on other things things that I'm planning product wise, so it's still sitting in the box, but I definitely will get to it at some point, and it is a classic for a reason. Alright, then the next purchase I made from like in January was actually in the airport. I was going to Sweden and I realized I forgot my mascara, so I needed to pick something up, and I decided to pick up from Maybelline. They had a buy two get one free kind of, you know, thing going at Maybelline at the time, so I picked up these 3 products. So first up, I picked up another foundation which I also tried in that first impression week, and I absolutely love this one. This is probably one of the ones that I like the most out of the ones that I tried. Again, if you want to see the full ranking, you can check out that video, but this is the Superstay 24-hour skin tint that I have mine in 03. Absolutely love this one. Super good product, and I'm very happy that I finally tried it. The other one, which was the main reason I went there, was to pick up a mascara. This is the Sky High mascara, which I picked up in waterproof because I use waterproof mascara basically every time I do my makeup, unless I'm wearing lashes, just because my lashes fall very straight otherwise. But I love this one. I picked up it numerous times, and it's like a go-to favorite. So yeah, definitely recommend that one. And the third product that I got, which was like a little bit of a maybe unnecessary purchase, but I also was really keen to try this, is this one right here. This is the Superstay Vinyl Ink in the shade Cheeky. It's like a beautiful, it's like the most nudish shade they had. But I was really excited to try this one. I do like it. It's very glossy but still long lasting. I only worn it I think once or twice, so I don't really have a full idea of like what I think of this one yet. But I'm excited to play around with it more, and I think it's a beautiful color, so I'm excited that I picked this one up as well. So let's move on to February, and again I did pick up a couple things in February, and I got a couple as well as free gift for purchase, so let's go through them. First up is the remaining 3 foundations for that first impression. The first one we have to talk about is the Easy Blur foundation from Huda Beauty, and I picked mine up in the shade Shortbread 200B. I did like this foundation too. It's another one in that video, and again I didn't dislike any of the foundations I tried. I feel like I picked up some really good ones, so I'm excited to have this one in my collection and continue using it. It's a little bit darker, so I haven't used it that much since that video, because I think it's going to be a good transition foundation into summer, since it is a little bit deeper than some of the other shades that I picked up. Then we have this product, which is something that I've wanted to try for years and years and years, and I finally did try it. And again, I do really like this foundation. This is the It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Plus Cream, and I picked mine up in the shade Fair Warm. Again, a little bit of a deeper shade, so I think I'm going to wear this one more into summer, but it performs really well. It's also a little bit more drying than some of the other foundations I tried in that list, so that's also why I think it will work better for me in summer and when the weather is warming up. I think actually now would be a good time. It might actually be one that I reach for a lot when I come back from holiday, because I hopefully will get at least a little bit of a tan when I'm away, even though, you know, it's quite early in the year, so it's not the hottest in Spain yet, but hopefully I can get a tiny bit of a tan and start reaching for this one a bit more. And then the last foundation that I picked up for that video is this here, which is actually a powder foundation. This is the Natasha Denona High Glam Powder Foundation, and I got mine in N2, which is a really good match for me. I've been loving this one as an easy, quick product to throw on for a foundation look, and it works really nicely. Also, if I just want a tiny bit more coverage in certain looks, if I feel like I'm breaking out or I'm a bit like I have a lot of redness around my nose, this one just brings a little bit extra coverage, and I really do like it. I haven't had a powder foundation in forever. Maybe, have I ever had one that I liked? Maybe I've just had powders that I've used as powder foundations, but this one is so good. It works even for my dry skin, so I definitely recommend this one if you're looking at a powder foundation and what to buy. I think this one is super good. And then the last thing I purchased in February, I already mentioned briefly, and that is this product right here, which is the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Pound Cake Powder. Again, this is the new packaging. It looks a little bit different, and I was quite annoyed that they changed the packaging first, but then I do quite like it because I don't have to lift off the stopper. It's like a built-in stopper, and then it has the same mesh there. But I really love this powder. Again, I already talked about it and all the reasons why I like it, and I would probably continue buying this one over and over again, because I do think it's the best setting powder, and one of these containers actually lasted me for about a year, using it almost every single day, so it's pretty good value for money as well, I would say. So if you're looking again for loose powder, I would definitely recommend this one. And then in that same order, I did get a couple of free gift with purchases. I got 2 lip products. Again, they're still in the box because I'm focusing on other things. But first up is a Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. This is the Matte Revolution Luminous Modern Matte Long Wearing lipstick in the shade Karina's Love. Let me get it out of the box because it is still in there, like I said. It is one of her matte lipsticks. I absolutely love them. And this here is more of a red shade. It looks like this. I haven't reached for it yet. I do have other reds in my collection that I've worn instead whenever I want a red. But I'm excited to have this one, and I think it's going to replace some of my other reds. Whenever I pan them, it does look like my type of red, like a blue toned, very bright red. So yeah, I'm excited to have it in my collection, but I haven't got around to reaching for it yet. And then the other lip product I was very, very excited to get because I've heard so much about this brand, especially from Steph. But this is the Lawless Forget the Filler Lip Plumping Line Smoothing Gloss. So it's a gloss from Lawless. And again, I've heard so many good things about it. They recently launched on Cult Beauty, which is where I got this one. So they got this one as a free gift to purchase, but this again is just one of their lip glosses in this shade, what is it called, Cherry Vanilla. Super excited. I haven't reached for this one yet, but I do feel like I would absolutely love it. It smells so yummy. And I should probably try to at least try this one, but I'm planning on the lip glosses, which is why I haven't yet. But I was very excited to get this one because, again, I've heard amazing things. And then the last two products I got are right here. We're going to start with this one, which is a single eyeshadow. I just realized I haven't added this one into my eyeshadow bank. I completely forgot. I added it into my April numbers because, yeah, I got this one again in February, but I completely forgot to add it into the numbers because I didn't purchase it. But this is the Natasha Denona single shadow in the shade Oro. I actually already have this one in the gold palette, but this is just a single. It looks like this. It's the really bright yellow gold, and I'm sure I will get to it at some point. Yeah, I just haven't reached for it yet, and it's been sitting in like that box with free gifts from that order, which is why I haven't added it into my beauty bank, and also why I haven't reached for any of these products yet. Then the last product we have, I'm very excited for because I've heard again great things. This is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder. I think this is just the universal shade, so like the translucent shade. Again, I've heard really good things, but I haven't got around to trying this one yet, but that is the last thing that I got for free in that order. Then we have March, and in March I did pick up two orders again, but they were kind of completely different products. I did end up picking up some eyeshadow products in March, so we're going to talk through them. So the first order I made was from Shine by SD. I'm hosting them in my Cliona, one of my Cliona palettes, but I picked up these shades right here, plus one more which I have in a project, which is why it's not in here. But actually no, it's these and then one more. So I picked up 11 shades from Shine by SD. Absolutely love these shadows. If you want to know more about them in detail, you can check out my eyeshadow bank, my April update, like the most recent one, because I do talk about them in there. But that is the first order I made in March, and again picked up 11 shadows. And then the very final order that I made, so the last products that I bought makeup wise in the first quarter are more eyeshadows. These ones are from Cliona. I am housing them again in here. This bottom shade is not included. That is just something that I'm keeping in there, and I'm also missing a shade there which is in a different palette. But I picked up 6 singles from Cliona. These were all from the Christmas advent calendar, 12 days of Christmas from Cliona. They released them as singles, so I picked up 6 of them. So that is the first thing that I picked up from them, and then I did make one more kind of purchase, obviously the same order, and that is this quad right here. They do have released a couple quads, but this is the first one that I picked up. This doesn't have a name, but it's just a white quad, and it has 4 shades as you can see. So yeah, that is the last product that I picked up. So in total 10 shadows from Cliona. And again, I've talked more about these in details in my eyeshadow bank if you want to see that. So that, you guys, is actually everything that I purchased, and of course all of the empties that I have for quarter one. Since this one has probably been quite a long video, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I hope you enjoyed this concept of including the purchases as well. And again, if you want any changes to this format, let me know. But otherwise, I hope you have an amazing day wherever you are, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye guys.